Hi there, my ladies and pretty gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Look What's Happening in the Spirit Realm with yours truly, Light. I'm going to start this message by saying you just got new ears and new eyes. And the stuff that you're going to be talking about, or the stuff that you're able to understand, conceive of, it doesn't matter how hard you try, you're not going to be able to convey the message. And this is going to happen due to a couple of reasons that I'm going to break down in this video. But the first one I'm going to start talking about is the fact that there's a separation happening in this world. We've been feeling it, and for a lot of us, we've seen it take place in 2020. We've seen the fact that we've been standing in a world where we thought we were seeing the same thing, but we weren't. In a world where now those who have decided to choose themselves, those who have been chosen, are very clear to see. There is something about you from the moment that people meet you. You don't even have to open your mouth and talk. The reaction that you're going to get is set in stone, is what I'm hearing. They're either going to love you or hate you. There is no in between. They're either going to understand you without a word being uttered, just by your frequency, or everything you say will go unheard, misunderstood. It doesn't matter how clear you speak. And I've mentioned this in my videos before, where you're going to be the one that's considered evil. You're going to be the one that's considered rogue, that they need to put some dampers, some controls on you, because the process at which we're growing in this time is rapid. You're going to be able to deconstruct concepts that perhaps you knew and you learned since you were a kid in a matter of minutes, and relearn a new one, and unlearn again, and relearn. That capacity, they don't have it. They don't have it. And the fact that you do, there's two ways that I separate these people. They already know you're separate. They already know you're different. But this is what's going to happen. They're either going to consistently misunderstand you, and not only are they going to do that, they're going to bring up certain people that are talking the same points that you're talking, that are in the same mental state that you are, and they're going to tell you what these people are doing. Because more often than not, these two groups I'm going to separate, one of them is that they understand, but they don't want it to be you communicating this. They don't want it to be you that's seeing something ahead of time, seeing something before them. And the second group is the fact that they know. They know what you're saying is legitimate. They know that you are onto something. They know that you've been separated from their group, either from the family or from the friend group, from the workspace, whatever it is. They know that you are standing on something solid, but they don't want other people to find out. This is where you're going to find yourself, in a state where it's going to be a very humbling experience. And it's going to be an experience where you're going to constantly be talking back and forth with Spirit. God is going to be so loud and prominent in your life. Whereas for a lot of these people, it's almost like God isn't talking, even though God is with everyone and everything. It's almost like God isn't talking to them. That's how they're going to feel. And it's funny that God is going to let them feel that, because He wants them to be reached through you for whatever reason. It's not that you're special. It's not that something about you is better. Not at all. It's that you've relinquished something inside you that wants to hold on to a false reality. It's that you've been picked for the truth, and the truth is singular. It's one. And the truth is very brutal and harsh. This is why you've been separated from a normal life, and you've been going down this path for a very long time. Perhaps this is exactly why some evil, heinous things have been committed to you. It's because You are supposed to be, you are chosen for the truth. You are the troops of the truth. And this is exactly why some people will rush you in conversation. These are people that actually see you. They see the fact that you can probably perform something that they've been trained by schools, by their reading, by their education, to supposedly perform better than you. But somehow, you right off the streets, or you with your own experiences, seem to communicate what they're trained to communicate better than them. So they don't want other people around them to wake up to the fact that you've got something to say, and what you have to say is worthwhile. Because what does that say about them? What does that say about them? It seems like every effort that they've put to sustain this system, this matrix, every path that they believed that they should have taken, and they were justified and supported by the false matrix to take, is all coming apart. The separation is going to be so real, and those who thrive in it will be you. You who are receiving this message, who I trust is going to be the correct individual to receive it. There's going to be almost like a silent admiration that you have with God. Almost like every loose strand in your life, every loose puzzle piece in your life that you didn't quite know where it fit, when its purpose was going to be manifest, is going to manifest in this season. And the people around you, they want to believe that you're stupid because you can't know that much. That's what I'm hearing. They want, against all odds, to close their eyes and their ears and believe that you're stupid, and believe that they have won over you. Believe that you can't possibly know everything that they've done and still function as though you have been reborn, as though nothing has been cut away from you. That is what's going on. And don't be dismayed when these people cut you off, when these people rush you in conversations, when they just are adamant to misunderstand everything coming out of your mouth. It's because you're speaking a new language. You're speaking a language that's so clear, so rooted in the truth, so cut into the heart center that only those who have walked that path, only those who have dared to burn in the flames of the truth can hear or understand you. Nobody can posture anymore. The era of being able to posture empathy, to posture knowledge, to posture all of that, it's over. It's either you're it or you're not. The people who have been wearing a mask and pretending, who have been playing with the shadows, the lights are coming on. The lights are coming on. So they're either going to have to disappear from your life, run and hide, but they can't hide. We've talked about this in the other video. Because what's coming down is the knowledge of the truth at this time. We're not just in theory anymore. It's an application. And the road, the path that has been for so long, a stop sign was in front of it for you, it's lifted. I don't know if you can feel it in your energy, in the air, but it's lifted. You're going to be going into the highway, driving at full speed. Full speed. And only those who have the eyes to see and the ears to hear will meet you in that place. You can't bring anyone with you. I think you've already known this because I wrote this down. You know instinctively that those around you cannot understand the language that you speak. And this is something that's coming in my mind right now. The official meaning of blasphemy isn't renouncing God. That's not what it is. Blasphemy is actually when if somebody has the knowledge of the truth, but they sneak about and they try to hide that knowledge of the truth from somebody else. That's blasphemy. And there are people who are blasphemous. As the truth comes out of you, they will call you all types of names. A lot of prophets are coming forward, and they're not going to look like the prophets that you expect them to. No prophet has ever looked like what a prophet is supposed to be looking. righteous and saintly. Prophets aren't that. They're dirty. They're sinners. And there are those who've been marred, who've been muddling, and who've been given the sight to see, and who've been lifted up by God. Those are prophets. So don't be disheartened when people call you a false prophet or evil for seeing the truth, the evilness as what it is, for seeing the upside down society as for what it is, for finally having the courage to speak out the truth that you've always felt inside you, but were at a loss for words to express. So, in this separation, the people that have for so long have been able to posture, that have been in front of you, they've been in the middle between you and the innocents. Between you and the innocents, they've stood, these people wearing masks. They don't have that privilege anymore. So as the light turns on, they're going to be blasphemous. And it's funny because you're going to be speaking the truth. And they're going to be the ones trying to hide the innocents who are hungry for knowledge, who are hungry for information. Those who are coming to the call in the last minute, in the last 11th hour. They're going to be the ones standing in their path. Because it can't be you. It can't be you. Because God is going to pick the people that have been the runt of the litter to express God's truth. Because you're going to be the boldest one. You're going to be the only one who has nothing to lose, who has that feeling inside you. So when you do, the people that are the true blasphemous people are going to call you a blasphemer. History is about to repeat itself, ladies and pretty gentlemen. History is repeating itself as we speak. And the separation is here. It's not coming. It's here. It's here. And buckle up. Arm yourself with the truth. I hope this message received you in time. All my love, as always. I don't reach out. Do not respond to people in the comment section who have my picture on them, who are saying they're going to pray for you or who have a prophecy for you. It's not me. That's not me. I don't comment to you. I may love your comment, but that's it. So don't be fooled. Don't be scammed. As always, if you want to reach out to me, my email is in the email box, in the description box. So check that out. And so is my poetry book, my other channels, including TikTok, which I post brief messages as well. I feel fired up these days, and it's good because I felt like I was dead. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I felt like I was going through the motions, and I don't know. Like, I felt like, oh God, you guys can probably pick up on the fact that I'm not even in it. Like, what do I need to be in it? I think I'm back, but that's neither here nor there. I'm happy and honored to be of service. I really am. I'm